Okay, good afternoon, teacher. My name is Patricia Villacres, and now I'm going to talk about current trends in communicative language teaching. Communicative language teaching to involve our understanding of the process of second language learning. Current communicative language teaching is divided in theory and practice. Theory refers to a number of different education paradigms and traditions, and practice refers to the many characteristics that current communicative language teaching have in the class. The application of CLT. CLT is used in the most common way in the classroom, depending on the teaching context, the age of the learner's level, and the student's goals. A set of generally agreed upon principles can be applied in different ways in the classroom. Okay, core assumptions of current CLT. The first one, we have the second language learning is facilitated when learners are engaged in interaction and meaningful communication. The second one, we have the as effective classroom learning task and exercise provide opportunities for students to negotiate meaning, expanding their language resources that they apply in the classroom. Meaningful communication results from students processing content that is relevant. Okay. Language learning is gradual process that involves creative use of language and trial and error. Okay. The role of teacher in language classroom as facilitator. And finally, we have the classroom is a community where learners learn through collaboration and sharing. Okay, the characteristics of classroom activities. They first they create the need for communication, interaction, and negotiation of meaning through the use of activities such as a problem solving, information sharing, and role play. The second one they provide opportunities for both inductive as well as deductive learning of grammar. And finally, they make use of content that connects to a students' lives and interests. Okay, the key components in CLT. We have many components that we apply in the classroom. The first one is focusing on learner-centered than teacher-centered, focusing on process-oriented than products-oriented, focusing on social learning than individuals, emphasize on the meaning that drills, and focusing on the study of individual difference, focusing in internal or outside the classroom in research and theory building, emphasize on holistic learning by connecting the classroom with the world. Okay, another key component we have helping students to understand the purpose of learning and develop it. Another is focusing on a whole-to-part than a part-to-whole approach. And finally, we have the emphasis on the meaning that drills. Finally, we have the major change in CLT. The first one is learner autonomy. Learner's autonomy refers to when learners choose their own learning both content and process. The second one, the social nature of learning. Learning is a social activity which depends on interactions with others. The third one is curricular integration. Established is not a standalone but alike to other subjects in the curriculum. Okay. Focusing meaning refers to learning activities are about exploration of meaning through center-based teaching. And finally, we have the alternative assessment. This is a good point and a good change in CLT because in this point we use multiple forms of assessment such as observation, interviews, journals, and portfolios to measure learners' comprehension. Thank you so much for your attention.